So we know that Egypt was in Arizona, but now we know how big Egypt was too. Here Josephus is describing the borders of Egypt, and he says it's 2,000 furlongs by 3,600, which makes Egypt 250 miles by 450 miles. Now, I don't yet know where all of these locations Josephus is mentioning is. However, we do now know where the Red Sea is. So if we take the measurements from the Red Sea, because we know the Red Sea was on the east side of Egypt, it gives us a general idea. Now here's where the Red Sea was. It's called Ancient Lake Bidahotchi. It's this blue area here. It was on the east side of Egypt and within the land of Edom. If you haven't seen my video on this yet, go check out my playlist called The Red Sea, and I go over it in detail. Now, Josephus states that the Red Sea was on the eastern side of Egypt, so that gives us a starting point for measuring these distances. Best I can tell, Pelusium was somewhere near the Red Sea. That's the impression I'm getting from all the reading I'm doing. And this isn't going to be completely accurate, but it does give us a ballpark idea, right? So if we start measuring at the Red Sea over here, so check out this yellow line. I know my map is super full, but if you just draw a straight line across for 450 miles, it brings us right over here. Okay, if you started down at the bottom of the Red Sea and came across, it comes over here with the Death Valley on the west, which he does say there was a barren desert of Libya on the west side. So that kind of makes sense. And then if you go down 230 miles, 250, it comes right down in here. Anyway, I thought that was super helpful to figure out. Again, I haven't quite figured out the exact borders of Egypt yet, but that does confirm that it was roughly the size of Arizona. It was basically most of the state of Arizona, maybe spilling over into surrounding states just a little bit. But it was basically the size of Arizona, give or take. Josephus has a lot of very interesting and helpful information about Egypt and other locations that confirm and add detail to the biblical locations that we already know. So if you want some good reading, go check out Josephus and let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm still digging into this, but I thought that little snippet of info was pretty cool. And as always, excuse the background noise. Let me know your thoughts and see you in the comments.